This is Techtinuum. Today's tech explained, tomorrow's tech revealed. This video is for educational purposes and not affiliated with any brand.
Imagine holding the blueprint of life itself in your hands. Not just reading it, but editing it. Correcting ancient errors. Designing new possibilities. Rewriting the very code that makes us who we are. For millennia, this was pure science fiction, but today, we stand at the cusp of a biological revolution powered by a technology so precise, so transformative, it's changing everything we thought we knew about life, health, and even our own evolution. We're talking about CRISPR. You've likely heard the name whispered in headlines or featured in documentaries. But what is it? And why does it represent such a monumental leap forward? To understand CRISPR, we first need to remember DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. It's the incredibly complex instruction manual found in nearly every cell of our bodies. Billions of letters, A's, T's, C's, and G's, spelling out everything from the color of our eyes to how our bodies function. But sometimes there are typos in this manual. Small errors, mutations, that can lead to devastating genetic diseases. Conditions like cystic fibrosis, Huntington's disease, or sickle cell anemia. For generations, medicine could only treat the symptoms of these conditions. Fixing the underlying genetic cause, that remained an elusive dream. Until CRISPR arrived. CRISPR. It stands for Clustered Regularly Interspaced Short Palindromic Repeats. Quite a mouthful. But you don't need to remember the name. Think of it like this. CRISPR is essentially a biological find and replace tool for DNA. It has two key components. First, there's a guide molecule called guide RNA that acts like a highly specific search engine. Scientists can program this guide to find a precise sequence of letters within those billions of DNA base pairs. Second, there's an enzyme, most famously Cas9, which acts like a pair of molecular scissors. The guide RNA leads the Cas9 scissors directly to the target DNA sequence and snip. Cas9 makes a precise cut in the DNA strand. Now, here's where the magic happens. Once the DNA is cut, the cell's natural repair mechanisms kick in. Scientists can use this moment to make edits. They can disable a faulty gene, correct a harmful mutation by providing a correct DNA template for the cell to use during repair, or even insert entirely new genetic information. Remarkably, this sophisticated editing system wasn't invented in a lab from scratch. It was adapted from a natural defense mechanism found in bacteria, which use it to fight off invading viruses by cutting up their DNA. We essentially borrowed nature's own genetic editing tool. What makes CRISPR so revolutionary compared to older gene editing techniques is its precision, relative ease of use, and cost-effectiveness. It democratized gene editing, opening up avenues of research previously unimaginable. And the potential applications? They are staggering. In medicine, we're already seeing incredible breakthroughs. Perhaps the most prominent success story so far is in treating inherited blood disorders. As recently as late 2023 and early 2024, landmark therapies using CRISPR technology, like Casgevy, received regulatory approval in major countries for treating sickle cell anemia and beta thalassemia. These therapies involve editing a patient's own blood stem cells outside the body to correct the genetic defect, and then returning them to the patient. For individuals who have lived with debilitating pain and complications, this offers the potential for a functional cure. It's truly life-changing. And that's just the beginning. Researchers are actively exploring CRISPR-based therapies for a vast range of conditions, targeting the genetic errors behind cystic fibrosis, potentially removing the faulty gene expansion in Huntington's disease, engineering immune cells to better fight cancer, and even investigating ways to target latent viruses like HIV. Beyond human health, CRISPR is transforming agriculture. Scientists are using it to develop crops that are more nutritious, resistant to pests and diseases, or better able to withstand the impacts of climate change, like drought. This could play a vital role in ensuring global food security. But with such immense power comes immense responsibility. CRISPR technology forces us to confront profound ethical questions we've never had to face before. We can now edit the blueprint of life, but should we? And where do we draw the line? There's a crucial distinction between editing somatic cells, the regular cells in our body, where changes won't be passed to future generations, and editing germline cells like sperm, eggs, or embryos. Germline editing means the changes would be heritable, passed down through generations, permanently altering the human gene pool. This raises the specter of designer babies, where parents might seek to enhance traits like intelligence or athletic ability in their children, potentially leading to new forms of inequality. There are also concerns about unintended consequences. Could off-target edits, accidental cuts elsewhere in the genome, cause unforeseen health problems down the line? How do we ensure equitable access to these potentially expensive therapies? These aren't easy questions. They require careful consideration, global conversation, and robust regulatory frameworks to ensure this powerful technology is used wisely and ethically for the benefit of all humanity. CRISPR has unlocked a new era in biology. It holds the promise of eradicating devastating genetic diseases, revolutionizing agriculture, and deepening our fundamental understanding of life itself. We've been given an extraordinary tool capable of rewriting our biological destiny. The challenge and the opportunity lies in wielding this power with wisdom, foresight, and a profound respect for the intricate code we are only just beginning to truly understand. The future of gene editing is here. Now, we must decide how to shape it. So, what are your thoughts on CRISPR and the future of gene editing? It's a complex topic with huge implications. Let us know your perspective down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video insightful or learned something new, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss our next video into the world of technology and science. We'll see you in the next video.
This video is based on available information and, just a reminder, is not an endorsement of any brand or product.